Hello and welcome to Emmaus Suffolk's online workshop. I'm Chrissy and today we're going to be making a tin wind chime. For this crafts we're going to need some PVA glue, a pair of scissors, string, six pebbles and one stone, preferably with like a bit of a flat shell side so you can actually stick it on the top. I'll talk you through that. Optional, I'm going to use a plastic plate for my PVA glue. You can use anything you've got around your house that you want to use. And that's it. I'm ready. Are you ready? Should we do this? Okay, so we're going to take our tin and what we're going to do is we're going to make the handle for the top at the moment. So take your string. And what you do is you just make a knot at one end. As many times as you like. Hold it in place, and then the idea is you'll take it as high as you want to hang your chime. So I'm going to go about so. So with that in mind, I'm going to now, let me turn this around so you guys can see, there you go. I'm going to cut it about here, so it gives a little bit of space and length for me to tie another knot, just like the other side. Not too tight, because you kind of need that for it to hold on to. So that's fantastic. What we're going to do is we're going to put this to the side for the moment, and we'll come back to that when we need it. We're going to take our string, and then what we're going to do is we're going to make the actual chime. So what we need to lay this out straight. And the easiest way I found for this to do was to do it like this. So what we do is you're going to get the tin, and what we're going to do is we're going to measure our string. And like I said, the easiest way I found to do this was take it around. And then when you've got it, kind of, and overlap it again because we need to tie this. And if you cut it too short, you won't be able to tie it now. There you go. So we're just giving a little bit of over there, okay? So with that in mind, put your tin aside, your string, fantastic. So now what we're going to do is we've got 8 seashells, so we need to make 8 strings and lengths for them to hang on. It's a little bit fiddly, so bear with it, it is worth it in the end, it looks amazing. Okay, so tie your knot like so, you see that? And then what I've done was, I've done it quite long. You can always change this if you think it's too long, but it's better to have length than too short. And then we're going to do that again. And the idea with this is, obviously when it goes round, they're going to make noise. If you have them too close, it won't give that sound so easily. So what we're going to do is we're just going to give it a little bit of space. Some people might put their fingers across, or you might just be able to judge it for yourself. So that looks good to me, so I'm going to tie my knot. I'm not going to go exactly the same length. Can you see that? I'm not going to go the same length because again, I'd like my seashells to kind of hang differently, but I'm not going to go too much of a difference. So there you go. Just like that, just slightly up. You see that? It's great. Okay, when you've done all 8, come back to me and I'll meet you here. Fantastic. So when you've done that now, you should have something, ta-da, like this. And again, as you can see, they're all different lengths and they are all kind of separated. You see that? Don't worry too much about the ends at the moment because we can tidy that up. I quite like that look. You might not, you might do. That's down to you. Okay, so what we're going to do now, the next bit is we're going to stick the seashells on. And what we're going to do is we're going to get the plate. Again, you can use anything you like at home. You may actually have a proper glue pop. That's fine. And then what I found to be easier was to stick. Okay, this is a bit messy, so if you don't like it, put some gloves on. You can use a brush if you want to. It's up to you. What I found was easier. So you put your glue on straight like that. And then what I've done was, ta-da, literally put your glue on and leave it. It's going to be a bit of a messy one, like I said, but I quite like that about arts and crafts. It proves I've actually done it. Different shells would go in differently. So again, you can always just wet the ends, either or, so it can be the seashell or the string, up to you. Because what we're going to do is we're going to do all 8 of them, ta-da, like that. I always put a little bit more on top just to make sure it's held in place. Now, when this dries, don't worry, it won't dry white, it should dry clear. Again, if it goes over the edges, that's absolutely fine. So you might want to put something down for this, a piece of card, a cloth, something you don't mind getting gluey and messy. Okay, do all 8, meet me back here, see you in a minute. Okay, so the next bit, if you're ready, we've got our seashells now on our string. We're going to attach the string to our tin. So we're going to take it around. Again, this bit's a bit fiddly, but that is okay. So it's kind of like a skirt to a point. I'm going to take it all the way around, and then we're going to tie it in place. Okay, so again, like I said, it's a bit fiddly, so be patient. Don't worry if it doesn't quite work. First time, it's absolutely fine. Okay, so nice and tight if you can. And what I help is I always pinch it, so just make sure that's got that strength so it doesn't go too loose, because it will fall down, and it probably will in a minute, but it's absolutely fine. It's part of what it does. Okay, so I'm going to do so you can see it. So I've got my hand pinching into the space that I need it to go, and then we're just going to do a double knot just to hold it and confirm it into place like that. Fantastic. Okay, so when you're ready, okay, it doesn't matter where you do it on the tin, as long as it's on your tin. Okay, and it should look something like so. Okay, so when you turn it upside down, it's like this. Do not worry, okay? It didn't work the first time for me, and it's fine because we keep going back until it's done, right? Okay, so when you get it in place, the second knot, fantastic. And we are going to then drop it all the way down to the bottom, like so. Ta-da! You might want to move the string. Remember, you're going to have seashells on the end, so a little bit more weight on yours. That's absolutely fine. So there you go. We'll take our sellotape now, and again, we only need a little bit. Okay, we'll do this quite close to the camera. Take your sellotape, hold it up as close as you can, but again, not too far near the edge, and just take it over. Okay, if you can do that between each one, that would be brilliant. We'll do that together now. So sellotape, hold in place, and take it over. Be careful because your tin may be slightly sharp around the edges. This one's not, but yours might be, and I don't want you to hurt yourselves. Place, and it should look something like that. Okay, so when that's done, turn it upside down. Remember, yours has got the seashells on. Fantastic. And it should hang down just like that, and that should be set in place. You just go over, make sure that the sellotape is down. There you go. It's ready for the next stage. Well done. Hello and welcome back. So this part we're going to be doing the top. So we're going to need our stone and your pebbles. Again, you can get these pebbles, you can probably get them from your front garden. Please don't nick them from anyone's gardens. You can actually purchase these from the shop. You can get little tubs, or you can just, some people collect them. So we need 6 of them, washed and clean and dry, and we're ready to go. So for the top, again, you can make your own design if you want to, if you're really creative. What I'm going to do is stick these all the way around, and I'm going to be using my glue. So I'm going to start with my stones, and then I'm going to go straight in. Just find an edge that can be stuck down. Don't be too shy with the glue because we need it to stay in place, and obviously it's going to be outside in the elements. I'm going to show you. I put a little bit on, it worked quite enough, so actually I'm going to go like, there we go. And I'm going to stick that in nice. Again, like the seashells, don't be shy with the glue because it will dry clear and it will hold it in place. There we go. I know this one's a bit long, but makes it more fun doing this together, right? Okay, so last one I'm going to do. So I've picked the side that's quite flat to this because I want it to stay in place. And we're going to stick it in the middle. Ta-da! It looks like icing, doesn't it? But it's not icing because it's glue, so please don't eat it. And there you go. This is going to take again overnight to dry. So I would leave it about 12, maybe 12 hours, maybe 24, so that's a day. You will know when it's dry because it will be clear and they won't move. Put it somewhere safe, out the way of children, maybe up on the bookshelf, way on the side, and then come back to it. And then we are for the next stage, we're going to put the handles on. See you in a second. Hello, welcome back. We are now going to put the handle onto this. So this will be dry, okay, so don't worry too much about that bit. This is again the fiddly messy bit, so if you do need to put some gloves on or you want to use a brush, please don't worry, use them, because I'm just going to use my hands because that's what I do. So I'm going to put a generous amount on. Again, I know this is going to dry clear, so that's absolutely fine. What I'm going to do is put it on. I want you to see anywhere just near the top. Can you see that? So just sit there. It's going to move because it's wet, but that's okay. Again, I'm going to do the same to the other side. A generous amount, like that. So what I've got to be mindful of, because I need, when I pull this up, for it to stay in place. Okay, so I don't want it to come off like it just did, but we're going to carry on because that might happen to yours, so that's absolutely fine. So, again, be mindful. You don't want to kind of put it in one spot and another, because when you hold that handle up, when it is dry, we need it to kind of balance so it hang right. So you're going to hold them in place just for a couple of seconds. Okay, be generous with the glue. And again, like I said, it is messy, but that's just arts and crafts, right? Okay. So when you've got them in place, again, just like the top, and I probably would do this at the same time, like this, then you're not actually waiting for ages for it to dry. And when you've got them in place, again, put it to the side, leave it there. Do check on it, because I found when I was doing my other one, and this might actually happen on camera, which is good because you'll get to see it. It might just slide down like it's doing, so you might just want to go back and just help it up, and then walk away. Come back and it's still doing it. Just be mindful. Just wait for it. It will set in the right place if you're patient with it. It shouldn't take too long. Give it a good couple of hours. You'll know when it's dry because it'll be clear, and then, ta-da! You will have one of these. How is that? How great is this? And it will look like that, and that's exactly how I did it. And the noises, amazing. So all that hard work will definitely pay off. There you go. Again, you can use different things on top if you like. If you really want to get creative, you can even do the tin. So thank you ever so much for watching, and enjoy your wind chime made out of a tin at home. Thanks for watching and joining us. All the best. Have a lovely day. Bye. Thank you ever so much for joining me today doing the arts and crafts. It was a big pleasure. If you do want to follow us, please do. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. You may have some ideas and want to share them with us, and maybe you want to see me do the arts and crafts. Please do get in touch with us. But please be mindful that we can't always get back to you straight away. Please be patient with us, and we will get back to you as soon as we can. Again, all the best and thanks for watching. Bye!